So yes, I know the 5th anniversary is happening in like a few days, especially the live stream event. It's going to be crazy. By the way, your boy is actually a special guest at the live stream event. They keep it a secret from all you guys, but I can finally tell you all that yes, I am actually going to be in the 5th year anniversary live stream for Grand Summoners Global, which is crazy. However, before we get to all that exciting stuff, there's still some things that we have to do. For one, we gotta show off the last remaining Tensura character. That is New Year's Rimuru. New Year's Rimuru, just like all the other Rimurus, unfortunately, kind of didn't really get anything too crazy in terms of buffs. More so, I would say his buffs are kind of just touch-ups and not really like insane buffs, kind of like on the level of like Malim or Benimaru. So in terms of what changed with New Year's Rimuru, there's a few things, and I'll just put them up on screen right now so you guys can see the exact details. Mainly, we got some stat increases on the art, a modifier increase on the true art, and his damage buff that he applies on the true art got buffed as well. Now, in terms of what he's actually doing though, that's a different story. Santa Rimuru is one of these ramping damage dealers that is kind of like a solo dolo damage dealer as well, but has the ability to support his team. And the way how he supports his team is through his true art. His true art gives everyone on his team 60% physical damage, and this thing stacks. Every single time you use it, instantly 60% physical damage to the whole team. This is very similar to that of Shuri's true art, so if you've used her, you kind of already know what you're getting into. He does have some other team viability though, because with his art, he's actually able to give everyone on his team 35% stats up. So yes, this is a 35% attack, defense, and HP buff, but the main thing this thing's really used for is that this can actually save you in certain fights due to the fact that it will also increase your current HP. If you've used Vox or any other character that has this all stat type of thing, Emperor for an example, you'll notice that yes, it does increase your current HP and kind of acts as a pseudo heal. He does have Arcage in his kit as well. If his skill crits, it does give him 50 arts. Now, you may look at this and be like, there's nothing in his kit that allows him to crit though, and you're wrong. He has his passive, Flawless Threads. When this unit is not in a status element, he will be able to crit 100% of the time. Not only just that, we also have Physical Resist level 2 and Fatal Blow level 5. Some good passives there, but the main thing is that you want to make sure he's on a team where he's either protected by some type of taunt tank or defensive unit, or he's going to be on a team where he has like 100% status immunity, or you have some type of cleanse on your team to make sure he always has his crit rate up. In terms of his slots here, this man Rimuru can do a few things depending on what you want to do. If you want to nuke with them, which I don't really advise it, but if you want to, you can go ahead. I would recommend running stuff like Nox for an example. Nox gives your entire team like a massive physical damage buff, and it actually gives you even more physical damage because you're using it on a dark unit, and New Year's Rimuru is of course a dark unit. If you don't want to use Nox on Rimuru and you want to go something a little bit more selfish, you go something like Scissors Blade Decap mode, gives you an 80% damage buff. It does lower fire resist, but you're mainly using it for the damage buff. In terms of sustain though, for the 5-star physical, True Izanagi would be the main thing I would say. Or if you're a little bit newer, we did have raids not too long ago, you could also use something like Curse Light Sword. With the 5-star support, if you're nuking, hey, go that type 0 all the time. If you don't want to run type 0, maybe you already have a good amount of arc gauge on your team, you could also opt in here to run a Goku uniform, gives you burst arc gauge plus a damage buff, which is, you know, pretty good for nuking. Or if you need to, I guess you could also run True EX Gate here, just so you can give your entire team the crit rate, because mind you, only New Year's Rimuru will have the 100% crit rate if he's not afflicted by a status element, not the rest of his team. In terms of more sustained comps though, I would recommend stuff like Malim's Clothes or Goku Uniform, or if you don't have any of those, the Mask from the Tensura event, really nice as well, or Lesser Demon Heart would be good too. And then finally for the 4-star physical, if you got it, make sure you use it. We literally just got done with mines. Get your griefs, man. B3 Claw is best in slot for so many characters, and it's not any different for New Year's Rimuru. If you don't have B3 Claw, anything that's going to be able to give you skill CT will be really good, since the main way of him arch-genning for himself will be through his skill. And in terms of his crest slots here, I think this man Caleb got best in slot already. Attack up, crit damage is going to be amazing on this man. And the man Caleb actually came through with the animations, ladies and gentlemen, so we got to show him off here. Let's see what this man's doing. I think we saw him last time, but maybe not. With the attack, we just got a nice little slash. I really like his idle animation, how he has the sword kind of like on his shoulder. Looks nice. Really vibe with that. But here we go with the skill here. The skill looks nice, kind of like a slash, and then that, and then the art. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Oh, so that's what the topper is. Okay, whenever I play with New Year's Rimurus, I never understood what the heck that topper was. I thought it was an equip or something, but no, it's actually part of his art here. I never knew that. Okay, that's very unique. And actually, another thing is too, you don't really see it because it disappears. The topper actually stays for a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. It should stay on the field for a little bit, and I think it might actually do damage. And then we have the true art here, and then finally we have the true art here, and the true art, you know, it does a lot of damage, and it's relatively long. That's the thing you have to keep in mind here. The initial startup is pretty quick, but the entire animation is quite lengthy. So if you're nuking with them, you want to be a little bit careful with that. I'm going to say New Year's Rimuru might have the best animations out of the entire batch. You know what? I'm just going to say, I think I'll say it. I think I will. I like New Year's Rimuru a lot. He does a lot with a lot of his things. Like he has the tops, he has the unique true art, and even though he's just kind of like a samurai and everything, I'll give him a solid 9. I'll say it, 9 out of 10. Looks good. So the first thing we're going to be taking on is going to be the Special EX Hyper from the current Tensura event. Now, the Special EX Hyper is kind of challenging if you're not a little bit careful here, but to put it simple, they deal more damage over time, and not only do they deal more damage over time, these guys hit extremely hard, but they do take extra damage from demons, as you see here, and they're just kind of I didn't think they were going to die this quick. I ain't going to cap with you. Now, this is where it gets kind of scary, because I think it actually burns us, and as you see here, pretty much we have a team that's focused completely around New Year's Rimuru, just buffing up his damage as much as possible, and he's just kind of going. As you saw there, though, you know, the true art is still going. That's really the main negative to this guy. If his true art was faster, he would be so good. But the reason why I feel like they kind of went with the more lengthy true art is to kind of limit, somewhat nerf, how much physical damage buffs he can have. I feel like you could get pretty broken. You could reach some ridiculously high damage numbers and ridiculously high physical damage buffs. So that's probably why they made it like it is, but at least it looks nice. I want to see how well New Year's Rimuru does against fighting Emmy. Emmy's not that challenging of a boss, but still, it's somewhat difficult, right? I just want to see if I can get a taste of how this man performs at in-game or more so, more challenging events. Of course, the team we're running here is fairly standard. In terms of this fight, you would usually have something like this, maybe like a Haruto and a Mako, or like one Mako or one Haruto with like a Draken or something. Of course, you'll probably always have the Lisa because the Lisa's just OP, allowing you to cycle your equips extremely easily. And as you see so far, we're doing pretty well, but mind you, he's going to be doing pretty okay until we reach the threshold where she actually has a lot of crit resist, because right now I think she has about 50%. I think when she gets about to the halfway point, she's going to have even more crit resist. So let's see what happens right here. This is a pretty big nuke. I'm pretty sure we'll survive this no problem, especially with Mako and Haruto and all the healing we got. And as you saw there, man took some more damage, but he just does not care, and we are vibing. Actually, oh snap, I didn't even notice. The man Caleb had True EX Gate, so actually Rimuru's gonna be able to crit for this entire thing because this boss only has 100% crit resist, if I'm not mistaken. Main thing is that we gotta make sure that we keep this man alive, and I'm pretty sure we will because we have 2 blessed necklaces on him, and I'm gonna throw another one on him just for safekeeping. And look at the buffs, ladies and gentlemen. We are going crazy with the buffs, man. We're going crazy with them. Like, look at the HP stacking and everything else. Oh my god. You'd think we were out here using Summer Sistina or something. But look at the deeps, and yes, the man did have 3 support units on the team, but that was a pretty fast clear. Like, I think you could easily do that even without Lisa if you wanted to opt in for a Draken or maybe like a Sistina possibly for just more damage, or if you wanted to run crit buffer to have 200% crit rate so you can go past the crit resist buff that the boss applies, or if you actually have what's her face, the girl Empress, yeah, Empress. You could also use Empress to get past the 100% crit resist, so New Year's Rimuru could keep critting, which is pretty good too. And as you see there, he actually carried extremely hard, 6.8 milli, like it was nothing. And finally, of course, you guys know we have to do a Nuke comp. We have Forte to give us the art gauge, also some crit damage, and she's going to be able to give us some damage buffs as well because he's a dark unit. Always here because of the dark resist down and a physical res down as well. And then Dark Haruto, maybe a little bit surprising for some of you, but he does apply a 100% crit damage buff, which will benefit the man New Year's Rimuru quite a bit. We're going to be finding the one and only Redact in this, and I'm hoping this does relatively well in terms of deeps and everything. And oh snap, did Dark Haruto actually not get? Oh, he did. Oh shoot. Oh snap, he had his Phantom Bullet actually. Well, that's perfectly fine. That's gonna do dark resist down, I think. And we're still gonna see some deeps here. And ooh wee, is that a kill? Oh, that is a kill. See, it just takes a long time, bro. It takes so long for New Year's Rimuru to actually get that thing to go off. That's the only bad part about using him in a nuke right there. But as you saw, we dealt quite a bit of damage. The thing that I'm curious about though is who dealt the most. Was it Dark Haruto with his Phantom Bullet, or as we see, it was the one and only New Year's Rimuru. If you can get past his lengthy animation times, this guy is amazing for you. If you're actually newer to the game, I think he's insanely good because he's just a really strong attacker that you can get right off the gate, especially if you re-rolled for him or something. He'll be able to carry you through a lot of different things, and especially since he's a luck unit, you can use him in a lot of different situations. The only bad part about New Year's Rimuru is that that if you fight a boss that has crit resist or crit damage is countered or demon damage is countered or dark damage is negated, and that sucks, of course, you're not going to be able to use them in those situations. Apart from that, you can use them in pretty much every single other part of the game. Either way though, that's going to be it for this video, and that is actually the end of the Tensura showcases. Probably forever, maybe not. We'll have to see if this crossover will ever return, but for now we're closing this book. Either way though, fam, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you all again for coming out. If you enjoyed this video, I highly recommend you check out either one of the videos popping on your screen right now. Great content, guarantee I love them. And last but not least, you guys already know, don't forget to drink water.